is Bala Vatti. This is about an application called agapt. Agapt is not a solution to a problem. Here is some background. Basically, the system is very complicated and inefficient because we focus on problems and develop solutions. Here is a scenario. We have solution in the center, and we are at the edge. What we do is keep moving from solution to solution to get things done. By focusing on problems, what we have is many isolated solutions with different interfaces, each with a specific purpose. What does it mean? It means we have to use many solutions to get things done, and we have to constantly learn and adapt to these solutions. More importantly, we cannot organize our things, and we cannot build our networks, and we cannot automate our process. So in order to simplify and streamline the system, what we need to do is we need to focus on people first instead of problems. That means we need to focus on what we do. What we do is basically we have four basic functions. What we do can be reduced to four basic functions. One is consumption, second production, process, and relationships. The main concept is very simple. We have entities and items. Entity is basically anything you manage. Item is any product or service. Entities produce items and consume items. Any activity can be seen as an item produced or an item consumed. And process and relationships are internal functions of an entity. And these are going to be done in version 2. And let's look at the demo. Here, basically, this is login as is only for development purpose. It allows us to jump from user to user. So let's say now each user can actually have many entities. An entity can be, in this case, Pam is a user and she has her own entity, personal entity. She manages 3 other businesses. One is luxury properties, and the other one is fashion business, and she also manages the kids activity center. So, and we can actually go to view or select. What it does is basically allows one person to play multiple roles. And when you select, this is your user, and this is your entity, current entity. So this is transmit is the user, and luxury property is the current entity. Anything you do is going to be under this entity. So each entity will have offerings. In this case, luxury properties offers three properties here, and you can also specify your needs. Under each entity you can specify needs, and you can specify offerings. You can go into view and then interact with that particular item. Then you can actually switch to another entity, for example, Kids Activity Center. Here, this is a entity, and you can actually with each entity again you have offerings. What is that offering? This activity center is offering chess matches and tennis lessons. So you can go in and select details. every entity can offer whatever is applicable for that entity, and then you can also specify what you need for the entity.
We're out of time. Can we move to the question and answer?
Sure. All right. Do you have any questions?
How will you make money?
Basically, it is subscription based. One free subscription, everybody can use it for free, and then after that, based on the resources they use, it is maybe $10-20 a month or so. So depending on the resources people use, the idea is right now you have to use many solutions to be able to get things done. In this case, everything and everybody you ever interact with are in one place. So that's the reason why it makes it much easier for things to, much more efficient for things to be done on this platform as opposed to any other platform. In all other platforms, you just have to get in and get out, keep moving from solution to solution. In this one, you can actually do it from one place.
So when the user creates all is a different entity, each of entity is going to map to a particular domain address, or how are you going to promote what they're offering? Your website will help them to promote those entities, like whatever service, whatever they create over there?
Right. Basically, once you create an entity and create your offerings and needs, then you can actually, here, the search mechanism, we have offerings. You can look for offerings or products, or search for needs or interests or entities. If you're looking for entities, you can just enter what you're looking for. And if you're looking for offerings, you can look for either products or services. That way you can actually identify. Once you search, for example, in this case, it's a product. You get this home screen. So then you can actually click on it, find out who you're offering. This is coming from material properties. You can actually interact with the property. In fact, everything can be automated. Your sales process, everything is automated. And here, for example, once you go into entities, all the messages are here you can interact with all your entities from entities area. Here you have connections. You can actually manage your connections. You can manage messages. Basically, everything you can actually manage in one account. And the way you can promote is basically by searching. The search mechanism works much better because you can specify what you want, whether it's an offering or need or anything. And then, just unlike Google, it doesn't take you to a website. You can do everything inside, in your account itself. In this case, basically, we have calculated a calendar here. The calendar can be, you can have merging. You can actually merge calendars from others and find out how many people are available for any particular event and things like that. Actually, the calendar functionality is much better than any other event, any other application. And you can actually do for the whole year. You can find out what you're selling, what you're buying, and all the activities can be actually tracked here. And this is the dashboard. Actually, what happens is when you order something, it basically fills here. Needs will be here, and then your suppliers will be filled here. So you can actually see everything when your customers order your stuff. This will be linked here. So all your activity can be seen here. All your what you're buying and what you're selling can be actually seen here, and you can track all the activities.